ねえ、祈り、君を信じていいかな。
Watching a weak main character become strong in anime is just an epic sensation, and we get motivated from watching these anime characters grow and develop their powers to become overpowered as hell. Hey guys, it's Animan here, and today we are counting down on the top 10 anime where the main character starts off weak, but totally powered up. At number 10, we have Taboo Tattoo. So what is Taboo Tattoo? Its story follows a middle school boy who, after saving a mysterious stranger, he receives a tattoo that is actually a powerful weapon. Then he gets involved in a war between two sides. This anime is good, but what bores me is that the main character doesn't use his power to kill. I mean, it's bland as fuck. And also justice? Get the fuck out with this main character. What is his backstory besides his father dying? Then you go on a raging spree, but you don't kill the enemy, which in the end causes more deaths of innocent lives. Because you didn't put an end to the problem, thus causing you to rage yourself once again. Like heck, I've seen that 100 times already. But well, to be honest, it's a little bit confusing to watch. They don't explain jack in Taboo Tattoo. On almost every episode, I had to go back to the previous episode because I was confused on what the hell was going on. But even after going back, I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. It moves too fast and doesn't elaborate very well. If they went back and redid it like Fullmetal Alchemist, I would be much happier with the result. At number 9, we have Ultimate Muscle. Mantaro Kiniku is the 59th prince of planet Kiniku and son of the renowned wrestler King Suguru. Lazy, immature, and cowardly, Mantaro seems to have little in common with his heroic father. When a powerful group calling themselves the DMP threatens the Earth, only someone as powerful as Kiniku stands a chance against them. Not knowing the current whereabouts of the king, a plan is formed to have his son, Montaru, take up the mantle. The idea of fighting supervillains does not sit well with Montaru, who, initially, runs away from his duty. He flees to Earth where he encounters Meat, his father's old trainer. Despite Montaru's shortcomings, Meat sees King Suguru in him, and believes he can set the prince on the right path. Thus begins Montaru's journey to better himself and save the world. Well, this is a wrestling anime with superpowers, so you can also call it WWE in the anime world. At number 8, we have Dead Man Wonderland. Our story involves around Ganta, a typical middle school kid who is framed for the murder of his classmates, who were really killed by what he refers to as the Red Man. He gets sent to a private prison known as Dead Man Wonderland, which is more like a gladiator holding place than a prison. His goal is to find the Red Man and kill him. Oh, he also gets this weird blood power which allows him to use his own blood as a weapon. Since the anime is only 12 episodes, we only get to see the first arc, which is fine. In terms of plot, we don't get to see the start of the main storyline. The first half of the anime is getting introduced to Dead Man Wonderland, and the second half, Ganta teams up with Owl. Most of the questions that are introduced, such as the Mother Goose system, the Red Man, and Makina, the lady in charge of the prison guard, are not resolved. No. If you want to read the manga to know the full story, then don't start on chapter 20 because the anime left out a chunk of main characters and some events that happened in a different order. Number 7, we have Bento. Satoyo is just a normal teenager who likes video games. He wakes up on the floor of the grocery store not remembering what had led him there. He finds out though, a girl who was in the store was beaten up because of the war games where students fight to get half-price bento. Interested, Satoyo joins in and tries to become a wolf, or a top fighter. What I like about the story is that it is very funny and overdone in a good way. Like the first season of Baka to Test, and Satoyo isn't one of those characters who is a loser, that would take the whole season just to win just one fight, and the actual fights are really cool. There's a mass of people punching and kicking each other and getting severe injuries over bento. And I like how this is a whole system of ranks and special names for the top fighters. I don't even understand why I enjoy this anime so much, but I can't help smiling and getting excited, rooting for the characters. It's very, very funny, and I don't get bored at it at all. At number 6, we have Tales of the Abyss. Luke has a life many would love to have. He is the only son of a duke. His uncle is the king of his country, and Luke's fiancée is actually the daughter of that king. However, one day, His life changes when he meets a mysterious young woman named Tear. Luke learns about the world and embarks on a quest to make things right. But being a hero is not an easy task. Many heroes are betrayed and achieve nothing. What will Luke learn about the world, and will he be able to save it? Tales of the Abyss is worth your attention because it manages to deviate from the expected formula often enough to surprise the viewer. To begin with, the very beginning of the series is nothing but cliches, and this might even make you think of giving up on the series. However, Tales of series is great for a reason. After some time, the main protagonist of the series changes, and he changes so much that you might even think that you are watching some other series. After that, let's say Luke becomes the new person, and he also changes the whole series, so it becomes interesting to watch. At number 5, we have Tokyo Ghoul. The main character of the story is Kaneki Ken, an ordinary college student, and his life changes when he meets Riza at the cafe he frequents with his college friend Hide. Little did he know that she is actually a ghoul, a carnivorous species only able to feed on humans and even other ghouls. And during the night, he's attacked and almost killed and eaten by her. He got saved by an emergency operation when he got Ghoul's organs transplanted into his body. Basically, he became a half ghoul, half human. Or, like many people say, one-eyed ghoul. Then the struggle and the tragedy start for him since he is now inserted into the ghoul world. If you are new to the series, I suggest giving it a try. You can either love it or hate it. At number 4, we have Big Windup. Basically, it's a baseball anime that focuses on the battery between Abe, the jaded catcher, and Mihashi, the pitcher with absolutely no self-confidence, and their new and inexperienced team. It seems like we're going to see the team grow over the course of the show, as well as, hopefully, Mihashi's confidence and social skills. Well, I am not a huge fan of sports anime, but this one catches my eye because of the main character. He is a sissy, pansy, a wuss, a pushover, a chicken. Don't get me wrong, I see the need for these types of characters as much as anyone else there to provoke the viewers, to make us feel sorry for him, to make us angry with him when he's acting annoyingly much like a sissy. That's fine. That's good to screenplay and character interaction. It makes for good entertainment value in most cases. So give it a try, and you will not get bored. At number 3, we have Yona of the Dawn. The story is about 3 childhood friends who have grown up. 1, a young princess named Yona. 2nd, a young man who later becomes the bodyguard of Yona and a general in the army, Hak. And a handsome man named Su-won, who Yona is madly in love with. Yona has arguments with her father, the king, about Su-won and her desire to marry him, but her father rejects the idea while Hak encourages it. On the night of her 16th birthday, she goes to her father to try and convince him one more time to let her marry Su-won. She finds that her father had been assassinated, and the only one in the room other than her and her now dead father was her lover, Su-won. Now on the run, Hak and Yona must escape the forces of her old kingdom and find a way to take down their former childhood friend. This is a pretty enjoyable anime. It has its serious moments, but also has incredible humor mixed in to lighten the mood most times. This is a great anime for those into drama, action, and adventure. I've been waiting for the 2nd season for a long time. At number 2, we have The Rising of the Shield Hero. How could we not put this one on the list? Iwatani Naofumi, a run-of-the-mill otaku, finds a book in the library that summons him to another world. He is tasked with joining the sword, spear, and bow as one of the 4 cardinal heroes and fighting the waves of catastrophe as the shield hero. Excited by the prospect of a grand adventure, Naofumi sets off with his party. However, merely a few days later, he is betrayed and loses all of his money, dignity, and respect. Unable to trust anyone anymore, he employs a slave named Raftalia and takes on the waves and the world. But will he really find a way to overturn this desperate situation? I have watched tons of anime in my life, especially the isekai genre, but this anime is my favorite. Every protagonist who are in this anime, they are all lovable, and they all have a great design. But I love Naofumi the most because he isn't a cliche isekai main character. I just love this anime so much. And in number 1, we have Puella Magi Madoka Magica. It's a magical girl series by definition that for quite some time I've been avoiding because frilly clothes and magic wands is not something a young adult should be watching, or so I believe. But after completing it, I felt fortunate and privileged that I tried it. Rarely is a series that can be considered a game changer, at least in my viewing experience, as it convinced me that the magical girl genre can still be enjoyable by young adults like me. The end result is that I'm willing to watch more of this kind of animated works from the past and the future. Trust me, just watch this anime and it will change your mind about magical girls with the anime genre. This is not your typical happy-like kind magical anime. It's an anime that you will love more than all the anime given in the list. And with that is our today's top 10 list. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you'd like to support me, consider becoming a Patreon. It really helps me out a lot. I'll be sure to come out with the next video soon. But as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.